Hello everybody. Today we will study about human nervous system, the subunit 9.6 from our textbook. Thus, the content it consists of the study of different parts of brain. The human nervous system is classified into three divisions. They are central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, and autonomous nervous system. The first division of nervous system, it is the CNS, central nervous system. What is location? The CNS is located in the region of our body. It is mid dorsal line, and the CNS consists of two parts. There are two structures of brain. They are brain and spinal cord. These two are the components of CNS, brain and spinal cord, and these two structures are present in the brain. Is protected in the brain box. It is known as the skull. Okay, and the brain bone that forms the brain box, it is known as the cranium. What is the name? See here, the figure is not from Maharash's textbook. It is another source. It is the bone. Bone. That bony covering formed from this structure is known as the brain box, and within the brain box the brain is protected. It is also known as the cranium of skull. See here, this part is shown is the cranium of skull, and below in the cavity of that cranium the brain is protected. See here, this is the model showing the structure and its protection in the skull. Thus, the bone that form the skull, there are two kinds of bone, facial bone and the cranial bone. It is the structure that forms the cranium. Now I am going to open the cranial bone so as to show the brain. See, it is the cranial bone. It gets opened, and below the cranium it is the brain, visible from the one side. Okay. Thus, the brain is well protected in the cranium of skull. Second structure, it is the spinal cord. The spinal cord is present. The spinal cord passes through the vertebral column, and the vertebral column is made up of bones. They are known as the vertebrae. See, it is the vertebra, one vertebra. It consists of this body, and it is the cavity present in the vertebra. The cavity is known as the neural canal. It is the neural canal. It is the neural canal, and through this neural canal the spinal cord passes and it is loosely suspended in the vertebral column. Thus, these two structures, brain and spinal cord, it forms the CNS, and these two structures are protected by three connective tissue membranes. Brain and spinal cord, they are protected by connective tissue membrane. Connective tissue membranes. Okay. These membranes are known as meninges. They are known as meninges. Singular, menix. Today we will study about the meninges. Okay. Now there are three meninges. Sorry. Meninges. And the meninges are present in between cranium of skull and brain. Thus, see here, below the cranium, below the cranium and above the brain, in between brain and cranium, these meninges are present. In this model, the meninges are not shown. Below the cranium, inside the cranium and above the brain, there are three meninges. Thus, see here, I have shown it is the cranium of skull, and inside the cranium, lying on the cranium, there is a first menix. There is a first menix. It is known as dura mater. The menix is known as dura mater. Dura. The meaning of term mater, it is Latin word meaning it is the mother. These layers are, meninges are protective. It gives protection to the brain and spinal cord. Hence, they are known as the mater. Thus, the outermost layer is dura mater. See here, it is the outermost layer. It is lying inside the cranium. Okay, and the nature of layer, it is outermost. Okay, it is outer. It is tough. It is non-vascular layer. Outer, tough, fibrous, non-vascular, and it is thick layer. Thick layer. It is fibrous layer. It is known as dura mater. See here, it is shown by yellow chalk. Dura mater. Outer, thick, fibrous, tough, non-vascular. Okay. Below the dura mater, there is the second layer. There is second layer. It is known as arachnoid. Arachnoid mater. It is second layer present below to the dura mater. Now, what is nature? It is middle layer. As there are three layers: outer, middle, and then innermost layer. Thus, arachnoid mater, it is the middle layer. Okay. It is thick layer. It is non-vascular layer. And the nature of layer, see this complete part, the nature of layer, it appears wave-like. It appears wave-like. Or we can also explain that appearance, it is reticular in appearance. Reticular. Or it appears spider web-like structure. Middle thin non-vascular layer. It is thin non-vascular middle layer, and it appears the wave-like structure. Now see here, in between the dura and arachnoid matter, that is, you can also say below the dura matter, it consists of a space. Below the dura matter, it consists of space. That space is known as subdural space. See here, it is the subdural space. Subdural space. And this subdural space is filled with serous fluid. Okay. Second layer, it is middle thin non-vascular arachnoid matter, and in between dura and arachnoid matter, that is below the dura matter, there is a space is known as subdural space. It is filled with serous fluid. Now see here, the nature of arachnoid matter, it is spider-like, spider web-like. It is reticular due to the formation of such compartment. These are the compartments formed here, and it is the space present between these web-like structure. It is known as the subarachnoid space. Subarachnoid space. Below the arachnoid matter, it consists of space. It is the subarachnoid space, and the space it is filled with cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebrospinal fluid. It is the serous fluid present in the subdural space. In subarachnoid space, the fluid is present. It is the cerebrospinal fluid. Now the third layer, it is present below the arachnoid matter. It is thin and highly vascular. That thin and highly vascular layer present below the subarachnoid, present below the arachnoid layer, and it is lying, it is attached to the CNS. It is known as pia matter. The layer is known as pia matter. Okay. It is third layer, pia matter. First one, it is the dura. Second, it is the arachnoid, and the innermost, it is the pia matter. What is nature? It is the thin layer, similar nature like the arachnoid, also thin, but it is highly vascular. It is highly vascular layer, and this pia matter produces it also. There are also other structure. The pia matter produces the fluid. It is known as the cerebrospinal fluid, and the pia matter lies in close contact with. See here, this pia matter lies in close contact with. Lies in close contact with central nervous system. Now we are dealing with the structure present in the cranium, that is brain. Thus the innermost layer, pia matter, it is present in close contact with the brain. Thus, it is the innermost layer, pia mater. Now, the diagram I have shown here, it consists of meninges. It is showing meninges. Now, what is present inside the pia mater? It consists of the part of brain. It is the cerebral cortex, and from that cerebral cortex, two structures are shown here. It is the cerebral cortex. This part of cerebral cortex, the outer part, that is cerebral cortex, it is grey. It is made up of grey matter, not the term matter. The part of brain, cerebral cortex, is made up of grey matter, while the cerebral medulla, it is made up of white matter. These are the parts of brain. Thus, these are the three meninges: dura mater, arachnoid mater, and pia mater. Now, see here, in the spaces, subdural space, it is filled with. It is filled with cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebrospinal fluid. What is the nature of fluid? The fluid is slightly alkaline. Okay, it is slightly alkaline. It is lymph-like, extracellular fluid, and it is about 100 cc to 120 cc. It is the total quantity of CSF present in and around the CNS. The specific gravity of CSF is 1.005. Specific gravity 1.005, and the quantity of fluid present in and around the CNS is about 100 cc to 120 cc. Nature, it is lymph-like. It is slightly alkaline and extracellular fluid. Extracellular fluid. Okay. What is the sources of the fluid? Which structure produces the fluid? It is produced by, it is secreted by choroid plexus. What is the choroid plexus? Choroid plexus secretes the cerebrospinal fluid, CSF. The structure, it is choroid plexus of pia mater, present inner to subarachnoid space in the ventricle of brain and in the central canal of spinal cord. कोणते स्ट्रक्चर सांगतोय? In the central canal of spinal cord and the choroid plexus of pia mater, present inner to the subarachnoid space in the ventricle of brain. It produces the CSF. There are three structures that produces the CSF. One of them, it is the pia mater. Second structure, it is the choroid plexus. There are anterior and posterior choroid plexus. And third one, it is the ependyma cells or ependymal cells that forms the inner lining of ventricle of brain and central canal of spinal cord. It produces the cerebrospinal fluid. What is function of CSF? Okay. Before going to the function of CSF, see here the first function from the meninges. The function of meninx is to absorb shock absorber and protection. To absorb shock and to protect CNS. Protect CNS. It is function of meninx. Now the functions of cerebrospinal fluid. It also perform the same function. The first function is the to absorb shock and protection. Shock absorber and protection. See, it is the first function of cerebrospinal fluid. It is also the function of meninx. The second function, it maintain the constant pressure inside the cranium. The second function is to maintain constant pressure inside the cranium. Third function, it helps in the exchange of nutrients and waste. Exchange of nutrients and waste between the blood and brain tissue. Fourth function, it supply oxygen to the brain. It supply oxygen to the brain. And the fifth function of CSF is to prevent the brain from desiccation, or it prevent the brain from drying. To prevent the brain from desiccation. The fifth function, to prevent desiccation. Prevent desiccation, or it protect the brain from desiccation. What is the meaning of desiccation? Desiccation means dry. Thus, these are the 5 functions of cerebrospinal fluid. In exam, the question may be asked like, write note on, for 2 or 3 marks, write note on meninges, or give the importance of cerebrospinal fluid. Thus, today we studied the meninges, structure of meninges and cerebrospinal fluid, and the functions of cerebrospinal fluid. Okay.